Hi everyone, and welcome to Ohio Valley Couponer. Today when I'm filming this, it's Monday, April the 28th of 2025. You guys are gonna see this on Tuesday, April the 29th of 2025, and I'm coming at you guys with another video. And today's, I'm just gonna be taking you guys along for what is going on. There is quite a bit to do today, and so I figured it would be fun to take you guys along for the ride, so that is what I'm going to do. I am going to be starting this vlog out clearance shopping because Easter has dropped to 90% off at Hobby Lobby and at Walmart. So I'm definitely excited for that. So I want to take you guys along for that. I'm also going to be doing some meal prep. So I figured some of you guys would enjoy seeing that. Going to be making meatloaf. So I figured some of you guys might enjoy seeing that as well. Just going to take you guys along for the events of the day. So it's going to be a great vlog, but let's start out with the clearance shopping. All right, so made it to Hobby Lobby to check out their 90% off Easter clearance. And honestly, there's not a ton of stuff here. I saw somebody with their cart had a ton of stuff in it. So I think somebody might have beat me to the stuff. But there's a few things, so gonna check it out. So they do actually have these Easter kitchen towels, a 2-pack. These are gonna be 99 cents. So that's a really good deal for those. So they also do have these. I don't think I'm going to get these, but they have these bunny crazy straws. These would be 39 cents. You can get 4 straws. That's pretty nice. They have lots of random decor items, little plastic plates and things. Those would be 49 cents. They do have Easter paper plates over here too. These would be 69 cents and 79 cents. They have lots of Easter grass left. And of course they have plastic eggs and things, random decor items as well. They have some plushies here. These would be 85 cents. What about this one? This would be $1.20. So good prices. They also have Easter shirts still. These guys are 90% off too. So the kids ones, these will be $1.99, and then the adult ones, these will be $2.40. So pretty good. They also have lots of decor items left as well. Lots of random things. I guess there's more here than I thought. So they have Easter headbands. These would only be 29 cents. What else do we got here? They also have some Rubik's Cube kind of knockoff trays. This is kind of cool. They have little game controllers. Are these eggs? Or maybe they're just plastic game controllers. I don't know. But those are kind of cool as well. So I actually didn't get that much at Hobby Lobby, but I did get a couple of things. So those would be really good for Easter baskets next year for the kids. So this Easter Rubik's Cube knockoff, 29 cents. So pick that up. I also got this shirt for... she's going to be 6 at Easter next year. You got to think outside the box. You got to be thinking about sizes for the next year and stuff. So this should work. It's a nice shirt. It says he is risen. And this was $1.99. So it was a good deal. Also picked up 3 of these Easter towels. These were the dish towels. These were only 99 cents for 2 towels. That's really good. So I got some for my mom and my grandma. She'll love those. So that's actually all I personally grabbed at Hobby Lobby. Now my mom got a lot more stuff than I did. So yeah, because she's the decorator and all that stuff. And it's kind of funny. I said, I'm not going to get these bunny straws. My mom saw those and thought the kids would love them. So she picked those up. But yeah, definitely some good stuff at Hobby Lobby. Even though there wasn't a ton left, I still found some really good deals. All right, guys, time to check out Walmart and the clearance they got here. All right, guys, made it to Walmart for their Easter clearance, and food is 75% off, and then the general merchandise or whatever is 90% off. So definitely some fun stuff here. I'm already seeing these napkins. These guys are $2.44, but they'd be 25 cents. So that's pretty good. Okay, so they have a ton of these cellophane wraps. This could be good. I mean, this isn't even Easter, but it's got an Easter sticker, so it's 90% off. They also have a bunch of these Care Bears adhesive patches. These would be 29 cents or 30 cents or something like that. They have some Easter garland. This would be 99 cents. They also have a bunch of Easter coin purses. So these would be 40 cents. These would actually be 30 cents. What else do we got down here? Random stuff. These little bunny things you stick down in the ground. What else we got? The window clings. They always have 5,000 of the window clings left for every holiday. They also still have these egg dyeing cups. Those would be really cheap. So yeah, awesome. They also have these Easter checkers. These would be only 30 cents. That's really nice. They also have these Easter treat bags with twist ties. I'm not understanding the math on these. They were actually ran up for 12 cents. I would think they'd be 21, but the app says 12. So there you go. They also do have a bunch of candy, like I mentioned. These are finally 75% off. They took their time with this, and there are things left because of that. But they also have a bunch of Easter baskets. So these would literally be wrong place. This would be $1.20. These Pokemon ones would be 80 cents. Over here they have even more baskets. So if you just want the basic Easter basket, these would literally be 12 cents. These come with headbands. These would actually only be 80 cents. What about this one? Woven basket. This would be like 80 cents. So tons of baskets, absolute ton of baskets. All right, guys, big changes at Walmart. My Walmart and actually like 650 Walmarts like nationwide are going to be going through this, and these are big changes because they're basically like redoing the store's layout. So they literally just keep moving departments around. Where I'm standing is actually where the household stuff was, so like dish soap, laundry detergent, things like that. And they've literally moved all of it over there. I don't know if you guys can see it. They moved all of it over there. So now I'm wondering what's going to go here because, yeah. But now they just have like random displays of stuff. So interesting. And it's actually like that in the pet section too, because the pet section used to actually be on this other side, like by the pharmacy and the like personal care products and things. And so now there's like a huge hole over there with nothing because they moved it over here. So I'm like, what are they going to do? Like, I'm curious how they're going to continue to reconfigure everything. It's definitely going to be hard to get used to because this Walmart was laid out the way it was probably like from the time I was a little kid. So it's definitely going to be an adjustment getting used to it. But the good part about the remodel is all the clearance. So I did find the Friskies cat treats. These guys are marked down to $1.50 on clearance for the 6 ounce. I do have a Shopkick for like $2 back, so it's going to make me some money. I'm going to use the overage to help cover some of this Persil. I have a rebate on Shopkick and on Ibotta for this, so I'm going to go ahead and pick this up, and it's going to be a really good deal. So awesome. All right, guys, those are the deals that I grabbed with the clearance. I am loving the clearance. My Walmart, since they've been remodeling, they have had so much random clearance because they're just trying to have less stuff to move around, and they're starting to work more on the food sections now. So I'm super excited to continue to have more clearance. But those clothing items, I mean, I can't even believe they marked them down that cheap. It was just outstanding. So really enjoyed that. I wanted to go ahead and show you guys that. And then, of course, I love every time there's an after Christmas or after Easter or whatever, after holiday sales. I love shopping those clearance sales, especially for kids stuff, because seriously, at least the kids in my family, it literally doesn't make that much to make them happy, like with toys. And so getting like several little cheap items like that, they just think it's the best thing ever. So I love taking advantage of the after holiday sales. And then to kind of talk about Walmart and the remodels. So if you guys have been through remodels, you'll have to let me know, do you feel the same way? Or if your Walmart is in remodel right now, I'd love to know in the comments. But when they're remodeling, I'm sure it's going to be great in the end, but it just feels so weird. Like, it feels so weird. My mom, since I broke my foot, if you guys didn't know, I broke my foot and I can't drive or anything like that. And so my mom has been super nice and has taken me to the stores. And she's like, oh, I'm going to go down here and get some pet food. I was looking at something at that point in Walmart. She's like, I'm going to go down here and get some cat food because it was like right around there. And so she goes down there and it's not there anymore. Like, the pet food has been moved. And so because it's been this way for so long, it's going to take like a lot of getting used to that things are different. It just feels so weird. Like, all those empty spaces at Walmart where they're moving things around. And so there's empty spaces like where this used to be. It just feels really strange. So yeah, if you guys have been through a remodel and it's like really weird when you're shopping, like you think you know where things are and then you just don't, let me know down below. It's a really weird feeling, but I'm sure it's going to be great in the end. So there's that. Gonna shift gears a little bit on this vlog, and we're going to be talking about something a little personal. I've talked about this several times before, and it's not a secret. I mean, I'm not like weird about talking about this kind of thing because like you can see me on the camera, so you kind of know. But I'm going to be talking about my wellness journey / weight loss journey / whatever you want to call it. And I've talked about this on my vlogs before over the years because it's a struggle. It's a struggle for me with eating and being healthy and whatever. I love sugar. I love sweet stuff. I love chips. I love snacks. I mean, yeah, it's caught up with me. It's caught up with me. And so I had a doctor's appointment last October and had a conversation with my doctor, and he was kind of taken aback because I had actually gained a significant amount of weight in a year's time, and he was pretty concerned about that. This is actually during Vlogtober, so some of you guys might remember this, but it was at the point we had a conversation, and he was like, you need to do something about this. And we talked about a couple of different options, and I ultimately decided, I know for a fact I can do this. I know I can lose the weight, and I know I can get it under control. So that's the conversation we had, and that appointment would have been in May. I did actually reschedule it because broken foot, and I can't drive myself there. I really can't like weigh myself on a scale because I'm not supposed to put pressure on my foot, put weight on my foot. And so I decided to go ahead and cancel that appointment, and we rescheduled it until July. So I'll be off this boot and all that fun stuff by then. And hopefully I should be, I'll be off of that. And then what I'm really thankful for is it's going to give me these 3 months or whatever to make really good progress. I have made progress, but I've also like backslid on it a little bit with the holidays and everything. And so, and then also at first with my broken foot, I was just like, this is an excuse to not do it, basically. This is an excuse to just like not do it, like not exercise, and just like this could be something like if I let it, this could be something where I gain even more weight because I'm not as active and stuff like that. And yeah, guys, I'm going to be real. The first like couple of weeks of being on the broken foot, I have not been doing what I should with my, health and wellness and stuff. And so what I want to do is I do want to take this opportunity. Out of the horribleness of the broken foot, at least I do get 3 more months to make progress. And so I really don't want to waste the opportunity. And so it's time to get serious again. And so to do that, I don't do anything crazy. I believe in everything in moderation. That's the key, moderation. Not like 4 desserts a day and things like that, like I was doing, but moderation. And so I don't like cut out any food groups or anything like that, but I'm just trying to be healthier overall. And so I decided to do some food prep. Number 1, to have healthier things like on hand. And then number 2, because broken foot, it is hard to, do a lot of moving around. And so if I could make, 3 salads at one time instead of, pulling everything out 3 different days or whatever and making the salad, like if I could prep 3 salads at once, why not do that? And then just be able to pull it out of the fridge and it'll be ready. So that's what I did. Did some food prep. And I also vlogged dinner tonight. We had such an amazing dinner. It was so good. We had meatloaf. This actually might be my favorite meatloaf like of all time. It was that good. I tried a little bit of a different like glaze or whatever. I normally just do ketchup, but this was awesome. So we had that. I'm just going to show you guys the whole thing. So let's go ahead and do some meal prep and some cooking. All right, so first thing I did meal prep on was actually salad. I love having a nice, good salad for lunch, and so that is what I did. I picked up some really nice salad Below. These were $5.50, which kind of defeats the whole purpose of Five Below, but whatever. No, but they were actually quite a bit cheaper than what I saw on like Amazon, so this was a really good deal. So I didn't grab 3 of them, so I could prep 3 salads. As you can see here, I'm putting lettuce, cucumbers, as well as tomatoes in there. And then they have this like top tier. So you have the bottom tier, and then you have a top tier. You can put stuff in. So I added in cheese, I added in some deli turkey. I weighed all this out on my food scale, by the way, to make sure I was getting the right portions or whatever. I also had some reduced sugar craisins, as well as some croutons. So I added all that awesomeness in there. And it comes with a nice cup for dressing, which this is such a nice thing for $5.50. So I went ahead and had a serving of light ranch there. So it was really good. Next up, I decided to meal prep some adult Lunchables. So I really like the pizza Lunchables, but I decided to make them healthier and a little bit bigger. So what I did was I got 2 of the bagel skinnies from Aldi. Those are 100 calories each, so 200 calories. I split them in half. Had a serving of turkey pepperoni, also a serving of mozzarella cheese, and also some pizza sauce there to make like a Lunchable. And so these are really good, and I'm just gonna literally eat them cold like you would get like a Lunchable in the deli. So good. I'm excited for those. And then for dinner tonight, we had meatloaf, and it was so good. So what I did there is I added like 1/8 a cup of onion flakes. I added a packet of instant original oatmeal. You can use quick oats or regular oats or whatever you want. We also used a pound of 93% lean ground beef. Also go ahead and add some spices on in there. So had some basil and oregano, put in an egg, put in 1/8 a cup of milk. We use 2% milk, so go ahead and add that on in there. And then you got to get on in there and mix all that stuff up together. So what I did is I got some kitchen gloves and I just went all over with that thing. You got to want to rub all the spices in, rub the milk, the egg, the oatmeal. You got to mix all that together into a loaf. So that's kind of what you got to do. So really get in there, mix everything up. Go ahead and cook those for 350 in the oven for about 45 minutes. And then once that's done, go ahead and make your toppings. You're going to want to use a 1/4 cup of ketchup, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. I think that's how you pronounce it. I measured all this out on the food scale, so I didn't have to actually get out like tablespoons and teaspoons and stuff. So a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. You're also going to go ahead and add in about 2 teaspoons of brown sugar, and it makes it so good. Go ahead and spread that on the meatloaf and put it back in the oven for a few minutes. Then I went in and worked on caprese salad. We really enjoy caprese salad. It's really good. All it is fresh mozzarella chopped up into bite-sized pieces, tomatoes, balsamic vinegar, and basil. Super healthy and super good. It's delicious. So highly recommend giving that a try. Here's how the meatloaf turned out there. My mom and grandma worked on the mashed potatoes. We got the caprese salad, and then we just had peas with it because, yeah, why not? Had a lot of those and had some bread. So really good. Oh my goodness, guys, that dinner was absolutely amazing. It was so good, and I counted the calories for everything. So yeah, on the meatloaf, actually was only like 230 something calories for a serving. So that was really good. And that meatloaf, that's the best meatloaf I think I've ever had in my entire life. That glaze was top notch. It was amazing, and it wasn't even that many calories. So if you want a good meatloaf recipe, I would highly recommend that. It was so good. So really enjoyed dinner, and then I actually made myself, I'm super proud of myself. I made myself work out. I did a YouTube video. It was a wheelchair workout. I'm actually really proud of myself because I was like thinking, well, guess I don't have to exercise for, 8 to 12 weeks while I'm in this boot. But no, I made myself do it. It's a little bit different than I've ever done before, but I feel it. Like I feel it right now. That was an intense workout. And the guy literally, his name is Paul Eugene. I'll have the link in the description box below if any of you guys are like interested in the workout I did. He's like, oh, I'm going to make a more advanced workout. And I'm like, this one was a lot for me, but I'll hopefully, build myself up through it and work myself up to one of the longer workout routines, more intense workout routines. I saw one of them was like 30 something minutes versus the 23 minutes that I did. I couldn't wait for those 23 minutes to be over. I'm not going to lie. So I'll be excited though if I can work myself up to the longer one. So yeah, that was really good. I'm proud of myself. No excuses today. I just did it. I did the workout and I'm glad I did it. So that was really good. And yeah, that's kind of what's up. So I hope you guys did enjoy following me along for this vlog. Kind of following me along, seeing what's going on. Yeah, that's kind of what's up. So anyways, guys, that's all I got. Hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching.